Bonjour, hi my loves! I hope you're doing well. I hope you're doing fine. If you're watching the video format of this podcast, just know that it's quite strongly possible that in the middle of it, there will be a little change of settings. Why? You're asking? Are you sure you really want to know the answer? You know what? Let me bless you with my answer. It's because I will need to go to the bathroom to do a good old number 2. I just came back from my friend's birthday party at a restaurant. Let me tell you, it was a restaurant at a Korean barbecue, and it's like open buffet kind of, like you can order as many things as you want and you still pay the same entry price. And let me tell you, it was really expensive. I'm so ashamed of the amount. Like, when my mom asked me, like, how much was it, I took off, like, $25 of the total bill because it was that bad. It was, including the tips, $57. For some of you, it's not a lot. For others, it is. Knowing that I'm a student at full time, I have a part-time job that soon, unfortunately, I'll have to leave because it's a contractual job, and the end of my contract is ending next week, and I still haven't found a second job. And do not even dare to tell me, oh well, you didn't look enough. Huh? I've been looking since March 2023, and I still haven't found a job. What? Indeed, you are disappointing me. You are failing me in a way. I swear you're about to be equal as man. So fucking close. Like, help your girl. And and the only jobs that have called me back are the ones, that you kind of apply desperately, and they call you back and you're like, unfortunately, I can't, because you know that you can find better. For example, in my case, the ones that have called me back are jobs that are with children, like be a little teacher, sub-teacher, or a tutor. Let me tell you, me and children are too, nah. Like, I don't have patience. And that's why I'll always have respect for teachers. Are you kidding me? Oh my god, like, having to discipline a child that's not even yours all day, every day? Oh, nah. They need, listen to me, government, you need to raise these teachers' salary so freaking much. Like, they're so not treated well. They're undertreated when they shouldn't. Like, they're the ones who literally make us not living beings that we are, because that's mothers, but like, they're making us the civilians that we are. They make us the strong and smart, well, not for all not for everyone, but like mostly the strong and smart intellectuals. They're the ones who are building a tomorrow. Ooh, that's poetic. So I cannot work with children. At least I'm aware. You know that? That's a good thing, because there are some teachers. I don't want to, like, I know it's really rare, but it happened to me multiple times, so it's kind of ironic to say rare, but you got the point. Where the teachers were so mean, and you just knew that they hated their job, but they had to stay for various reasons. But it's like, don't spread this negativity. Be kind. Me being so, you know what? I just resolved the world. What the fuck? If you need a world peace, I can be the minister of the world peace. I can be the world peace spreader. Peanut butter and jelly, whatever. But yo, that's my shit. All the boys been looking at it. Ooh, I can get copyrighted. Oh, by the way, the sponsors of today's podcast is absolutely no one. Honestly, I think that's funny. Is it funny? I hope you laughed. But listen what happened to me last week. I have a lot of things. There's some things I don't even know if I have the right to talk about it. But I hope I do by the time that you see this video. But first of all, has it ever happened to you? Well, probably not, because I'm just dumb. I swear to God, my gaydar is absolutely broken. Like, it is to the point where, did it ever work? Did it ever work in the first place? Because the amount of times, let alone that I had a crush on a guy that happens to be gay, it's so embarrassing. Like, the amount of times that it happened to me. And second of all, my friend's friend, the other day, we were having lunch together between our two classes. And he was talking and talking and talking. I was for sure thinking that he was gay. For sure. And you're probably wondering, oh, but how do you know? Like, you cannot judge someone by their looks and stuff. You know, oh my God, I don't want to be mean, but like, he would speak with a high-pitched voice. He would like have some mannerisms that you're like, okay, he's a rainbow guy. And we were having lunch, my friend, him, and I. He was telling a story, and then he mentioned his ex-girlfriend. I was like, so in shock. I tried as much as possible to hide my surprise. And the moment that my friend and I turned our backs, said hi to this guy, said bye to this guy, and we had to go to our class, I looked at her and I was like, he's straight? And she's like, yeah. I'm like, no, you're kidding. He's at least bi. She's like, no, he's straight. He had multiple girlfriends before. Huh? Multiple? What the fuck? What? I'm gonna cry. I'm really gonna cry. What do you mean, multiple? It always surprises me. People at the same age as I do, at the same age as I, have multiple girlfriends, multiple significant others. I didn't even find one. Whoa, I'm really crying. End of the parenthesis. I swear my reaction when I learned that he is straight. It's like Britney Spears when she learned that Ryan Seacrest was straight. And she learned it like on live, so you can see like the realization on her face. Like, same thing, but with me. Such a interesting feeling. I felt like, I don't know. You know, I don't know if you can understand, but like, when I'm around like gay mans, I'm like more, even though they're man, because they're gay, it's like, you know, they're girly. Like, I can be my true self. But learning that he is a straight man kind of made me like, ooh. I feel played. That's the thing. I feel played. That's about the guy that I thought he was gay, but he was actually straight. Give me some tips about the gaydar stuff, because I really do need help. It reminds me of, I used to work at a retail store. And I remember there was this girl. every time like that you pass next to someone or anything, every time that she'd go and she'd leave, the person that I was talking to would always be like, do you think she's a lesbian? And I'm like, I don't know. And they're like, you know, by the way she's walking, she's a little masculine and stuff. And like I said, my gaydar is absolutely not working. So I was like, I don't know, I just think, I don't know, she just walks like that and acts like that and talks like that. I don't know. Don't ask too much questions. And turns out she was a lesbian. Well, she is a lesbian. Teach me, please teach me. Most importantly, about how to detect a gay man, because it will save me a lot of heartbreaks. It will save me from a lot of heartbreaks. Like, help your girl out. Also, my friend, hey Lele, she told me the other day that she watched all my podcast episodes, and she watched them all. And I was like, oh my god. And I was like, what do you think? And she really loved them. I'm so happy and proud because listen, guys, if you have one thing to listen to, not to listen to, I mean, you have a lot of things to listen to, which are on my previous podcast episodes. But if there's one thing you gotta retain from this podcast is surround yourselves with people who can tell you the honest truth. And my friend Lele, she's one of them. Like, she'll tell you if something sucks. She'll tell you if you're in the wrong. She'll tell you if you're a stupid dumb bitch. And we appreciate that because, you know what? The yes ma'am people, like, they will make you look and act like fool. Like, we don't want that. And Lele, when she told me that she actually liked my podcast, I was like, oh my god, I'm finally doing something great in my life! After 22 years, girl learned something, clearly. And it really did make me happy. Because it's like, if she liked it, then it means that it's entertaining enough. And not only that, it means that she can recognize myself through the episodes, you know? Because there's some people in front and behind the cameras, they're not the same. And I'm saying that as if I spend all my free time with influencers. I wish. Talking about influencers, Noah Beck is in Montreal? Huh? What are you doing there? Last time he was in Montreal was during the summer, and now it's during September. Do you remember back when we went September? Like, what are you doing here? It makes me think, does he have a girlfriend that lives in Montreal? Maybe that's the reason why he comes here often. Because usually influencers and like celebrities never come to Montreal. Sorry, I burped. Never come to Montreal. And it's like, they don't, even artists, like Taylor Swift, the last time she was in Montreal was like 7 years ago. 8 years ago? A really fucking long time. It's almost been a decade. And her feet hasn't touched the Montreal land, the Quebec land. So it's like really rare when influencers, celebrities come here. So I'm not gonna lie, earlier today when I took the subway, I was like, Noah, renegade. I was trying to attract him. I don't even know why, because I don't watch his content like that. No shade. I just don't. Maybe I should. Are you funny? I don't know. What the hell? I know his sister, Tatum, is funny. I've seen a couple of her TikToks. I think she's funny. Whatever. But, yeah. I felt like I needed to say that. Or maybe he just has friends in Montreal. His besties are in Montreal. But I doubt that. Not that I doubt that he has friends, but I doubt that he would, like, go to the airplane from LA to Montreal. It's what, a 10-hour flight? Just to hang out with his friends? I mean, maybe I'm a bad friend. Maybe I am. Let's be honest. Would I do that? Maybe on special occasions. I don't know. I'm not... Let's start by being famous and rich. And then I'll think if I can do that. But, I have a list on my phone of things that I want to talk to you guys. Oh my god. I was in class last Monday. And in this class, I have two friends, and we're in the same project team for this class, of course, because we're friends. And there's this other girl. Let's call her Francesca. Why not? And Francesca, first day of class, the teacher was like, get in teams of 5. And Francesca was like, hey, can I join your team? We were like, yeah, no problem. And it just happened that from now on, we always sit together. And in class, last Monday, it was a really, really boring class. And it happened to be the Be Real time. So we had to take a Be Real. And Francesca was like, oh, join my Be Real. I was like, oh, okay. We're in this step of a friendship. So I joined her Be Real. I smiled. I did my classic thumbs up. She took the picture. A couple seconds later, she looks at the picture. She zooms on my face. And she starts to laugh. Not laugh like, hee hee. Laugh at my face. What the hell? Sorry, I'm not a IG body model. Sorry, Francesca. But what the hell? Maybe I want to give her the benefit of the doubt. Maybe she was laughing at something else, but while zooming on my face? Huh? And the worst thing is that I didn't even notice it. It's my friend next to me. She was like, yeah, she zoomed on her face and laughed. Huh? Because Francesca is lucky. If I was witnessing that, I don't care if the teacher in front of us is speaking. I would have interrupted her and be like, what's funny? What's funny, Francesca? Do you want to, I don't know, fight? We can fight. I can fight. I think the first or the last or in an episode that I filmed, I was saying that I don't think I can ever win a fight when I'm angry, Francesca. Take my hoops, my friend. Take my hoops. I'm gonna throw hands that's what I have to do. Don't disrespect me and walk all over me with your 5'2". You think what? You're a giant? Huh. And I was wearing my boots that day, so I was 5'3". I was looking her down like that. Like, what's up, bro? What's good? Francesca, what's good? Miley was good. Whatever. Yeah, I felt really disrespected. That's so rude. I thought we were having a little bonding moment when she was like, oh, join my Be Real. But no, she laughed at me. And when I looked at the picture back, it was a really beautiful picture of me. I could have been in the Musée du Louvre. I swear, bitches be jealous. So hard to be fucking hot. I'm tired of myself. I'm so tired of myself. And you know what else I'm tired of? You already know. Men! But more specifically, this week, I'm tired of men in my school. And you're probably wondering, oh, does it mean she's tired of Eminem Boy? I'm gonna be honest with you guys. It's pretty hypocritical. Hypocritical? It's pretty ironic because when I talked about him in my, what's the name of the episode? My school crush, I think. My new school crush. I talked about him for a good 15 minutes. And today, well, tonight, for me, I come here and tell you, I think I want him as a friend. I really do think. Why, you're probably asking? That's the thing about me. I can have a crush on a guy for 2 or 3 days. And after 2 or 3 days, if there's no communication between us, it's kind of like the feeling flew away, I'm fortunately or unfortunately, you tell me, I can fall and get attached to someone by getting to know them. And because I didn't get to know him through this period of time, then he's just another boy that I used to love. Wow, is it romantic? Poetic? I don't know. But it doesn't take off the fact that he's really cute. I'm still trying to know if he still has his braces. Talking about braces, oh my god. Justin Bieber released a set of pictures recently. And in one of the pictures, he was like, kind of, he was doing a selfie. And you can see like the bottom of his teeth. Because he like, kind of like, took his lip out of his teeth. I don't know, you understand. And he had braces on the bottom of his teeth. And my friend sent me this picture and I was like, well, I'm going to read to you the conversation. Because when I said that I weirdly am attracted, keyword weirdly, I'm aware that it's weird, attracted to guys who wear braces, my friend later on came to me and were like, what the fuck are you talking about? Like, why? Like, huh? Like, you like to while kissing? I mean, cannot know. But she sent me the picture of Justin, and she's like, Justin has braces? And I'm like, shook. And she's like, I want them. Then, if Justin has braces, I want to have them too. If it's trendy. And I'm like, ha ha ha. And she's like, why not? And I'm like, when I told you guys that I'm an avant-gardiste, you thought I was lying? And she's like, you were so ahead of your time. So, I'm not even, bitch, I said what I said. Huh. I swear, bitches be hating on my beautiful, hot-ass looks. Mama. Ooh, ooh. I really gotta stop. I gotta stop thinking that when something is inconvenient, no, when something that happens that makes me mad and sad and hurt, I should stop thinking that people are just jealous of me. I mean, who wouldn't? I gotta stop. I really gotta stop. So why am I tired of guys at my school? Sorry, that was a long parenthesis about Eminem Boy. But I still love him. Like, I really want to be his friend. Like, we're gonna be best friends. I'm manifesting this. And when we're gonna be best friends, I will delete my new school crush episode. We're gonna be friends, but I still have dignity. Like, come on. Oh my god, I'm tired of me. But I'm tired of guys in my school because they're literally, again, not all guys at my school, but my school has this reputation, unfortunately, to have like fuck boys, people who think they're better than everyone else, you know, because it's a business school, I guess. People who are brats, who are driving on luxury, blah, 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 blah. You got the point. And there's the same type, there's predominantly in my school a type of guy that is fuckboy, used to be an hockey player, talks with a deep voice, can barely articulate. Like, dude, you should have got a tutor when you were young. Like, your parents don't love you. Who is acting a little dumb or being a little slow. Who is always sitting in the back of the class and like computer because he's whether mixing a song, trying to be a SoundCloud rapper, or like watching soccer in class, or like playing a weird game, I don't know, like what guys play. And they're like always in gangs, like a wolf pack. And there's clearly, like, you can see it from miles away who's the leader of the wolf pack, and that's so embarrassing. I don't even know which one is embarrassing, to be the leader of a wolf pack or to be a follower of the leader of the wolf pack. Like, both of them are embarrassing, so there's truly no winner except woman. And they're also like, oh, do you want to go to a bar tonight? Do you want to go to the club? Do you want to drink? And they're always like, their go-to eating spot is McDonald's. You know, this type of guy. I spent like 2 minutes talking about it. I was waiting for the bus the other day, and I was seeing, and the bus stop was in a intersection of where people like have to wait to get to the other side of the road. So, and it was at the spot where people would leave the school and people who have had class need to like go through the same path to go to school. So I saw, and because the bus was late, I saw a lot of different people, and in this case, a lot of different guys. And I swear to God, at least 55 of the same, the description that I just gave you, guy just walked in front of me, and I was like, nah, that just gave me the ick. And they would yell to their friend who's on the other side of the road, hey bro, don't forget, this Tuesday we're going to this guy's party, yeah! And they do like their handshakes. Oh my god, talking about handshakes. Whoa, I need a drink of water. Talking about handshakes, something that I absolutely hate about having like acquaintances or like friends who are guys is that you never fucking know how to greet them. Let me give you an example. When it's my girlies, I always like, hey, I just wave. Or sometimes I give them a hug. But I'm not a huge hugger. Like, don't hug me. But if you're one of my friends and I know that you love hugs, that you're a hugger, then I can adapt. Because you're my friend and I love you and I want you to, to feel comfortable. But when it comes to men, you never know. Some of them are handshakes, and it's not always like there's no universal handshakes. That would be too much to ask for a man. There's like 4 variations of a handshake, and some of them include, that's without if at the end there's like a side hug or a front hug, whatever. Some guys are huggers and you're like, huh? Like, I don't know, just move. Like, no, with your Axe perfume. No. Some are like, well, that's it. Whether a hugger or a handshake, weird form of it's never the same. And when it's not the same, instead of like adapting the handshake to you, they'll be like, not like this, and like teach you, quote unquote. Like, shut up, you fucking bitch. Stupid fuck, man. I'm so angry. And every time, like, now I started to not give a shit and be tired of being lost. So I'm just like, hey. When they give a hug, I'm like, move away. When they do a handshake, I'm like, if it's a high five, don't get me wrong, I always love a high five because it's simple, easy, universal. So I opt for a high five. That's my cup of tea. Why did I start talking about handshakes? I don't know. If I ever hug a guy, it's whether he's gay or I think he's cute. Or I really, really like him, but like in a friend way. I never hug guys that I don't like. No. So if I don't hug you, you got your answer. And I never talk to guys that I like. Huh, interesting. What does this tell us about me? Let me think. I never talk to guys that I like, and I go even to the point where sometimes if a guy is too attractive, I won't even look at him because I don't want him to see me looking like a toe. Because I swear, oh my god, please tell me if it happens to you also, but every time that I would look phenomenal, hot, if you're watching the video format, not to flex, but I kind of look good, every time that I look on point, I see no one, Well, I see like old mans, little kids, like that's not the vibe. Or like ugly mans, that's not my type. But when I literally look like I'm in a crisis, like I ran from my mental hospital, like I ran out of clean water. Every time that I look like that, freaking Vogue models, 6'2", good textured hair, tans, amazing boys, like boys that can be casted in the Shonda Rhimes TV show. They're like, oh, she looks like a toe, she looks ugly. Let's get out. What? Huh? Why are you doing this to me? I've always been good to you. I've never bothered you. I've never looked at you like, why? Be nice to your mama. Ew. I'm so sorry. Trigger warning, mama. Like, I'll never... Wait. That's my apology video. I'll never let a man call me mama or like babe or like baby. But that's another subject. So why every time that I look so crusty and disgusting, that's when men are hot Greek statues type of men are walking next to me. So that's why I never look hot attractive men in the eyes, because they cannot see me in the state physically, in the state of mind, in the state spiritually. Like one thing that I have is my dignity. I can have nothing else, but I keep on having my dignity. Blessed. Oh my god, I need to take another sip of water. I'm screaming way too much tonight. I mean, some girls cannot say that. So what the oh my god. Why am I... Sometimes I swear I'm unhinged. And like, I can be like... Not mean. It's not being mean. I can say like... Whoa stuff. Whoa. Oh my god. Last thing that I want to talk about for today's video. It's a story time, actually. My mom, on last Wednesday, had, I have three younger brothers, but two of them are like elementary school young. And last Wednesday, my mom was like, oh, are you free today at 6? I'm like, yeah, why? She's like, oh, your brother, ooh, sorry, I burped again. The sushis, ooh. She's like, your brothers have a parent-student meeting, but because the organization at school is so advanced, they made the meetings all at the same time. So for the parents who have more than one children at the school, they'll be in trouble. And my dad this evening was working, so he couldn't attend the parent-student meeting. And she was like, she didn't ask it as a question, she told me as an order, let's be honest. And I was complaining a lot. I was like, what do you want me to say? Like, I don't know, like, I'm not the parent. So, long story short, I come to the parent-student meeting. Thank God, I thought it was just me and the teacher, and she would ask me a question, like, I don't know my brother like that. But turns out the teacher was just in front of the class and like showing her little PowerPoint presentation, and like if a parent had a question, they would raise their hands. So thank God it wasn't like just one-on-one. And I was going to the parent-student meeting to my brother who's 11 years old. He's in 6th grade, okay? I entered the class. I came a little late. I sit on the desk, and the teacher, when I entered the class, everyone must have think that I was a teen mom, because I'm younger than them, and also, not only that, but I also look super young, so they probably thought I was a teen mom. And the teacher, like, I don't know, Her name, let's call her Amelie. She must have been like 1 or 2 years older than me, max. So she must have been like, what are you doing here? That's another point. Come to the class. I sit down. 10 minutes goes on. And something happened that made me thank my mom so fucking much I thank my mom that she asked me to come to this parent-student meeting, that she forced me to come to this parent-student meeting, because the tea was teaing. Like, the things that were happening, I was like, oh my god, I'm gonna tell it on my podcast. Let me explain. The teacher, Amelie, was like, so, here are the rules. When it comes to food, I allow the children to have little snacks, but preferably not to be like candies, chocolate, and chips. They can have little cookies, there's no problem, but I just don't want candies, chocolate, and chips. The parent raises her hands and she's like, who is there a nutritionist in the school? Amelie's like, no. Parent is like, well, why is it a rule then? And the teacher explains, well, it's a rule because, you know, if the kids are eating like candies, chocolate, or chips, they're getting to get too much sugar in their bodies, and they're gonna get too excited, and it's gonna be harder to discipline, and blah blah blah. You know, valid reasons. And the parent is like, well, my son only eats Tostitos, which is a brand of chips. My son only eats Tostitos, and it's made out of wheat, so it shouldn't be bad. Amelie is like, well, it's considered as chips, so he cannot eat them, unfortunately, as a snack, but you know, he can eat everything else that is not candies, chocolate, and chips. And the parent is like, well, he doesn't like anything else, so what do we do? And the teacher is like, you know, kind of not losing herself, but she's like, kind of like, she doesn't know how to answer because the order is simple. And like, even other parents started to talk and say, well, he can eat grapes, he can eat apples, he can eat bear paws. They gave so many alternatives, and to each and single one of them, the parent was like, no, he doesn't like it. No, he doesn't like it. And then, there's, on Amelie's desk, there's a mason jar of little candies. And the parent is like, well, you have a lot of candies in front of your desk. Like, why do children doesn't have the right, but you have the right to eat them? And Amelie is looking at her and she's like, the candy, I give it like when the kids have an exceptional day or like really said a great answer to a hard question, I give them the special candy. And the parent is like, that's unfair. That's unbelievable. What? And at the end, like, poor Amelie, man. She was like, well, we can speak about it later if you want. Like, what the fuck? Parents are such Karens when they want. Huh? Oh my god, man. Oh my god. I was in shock. Like, that's so embarrassing. Like, why be so picky about it? Oh, damn. You teachers have my all-time forever and ever respect. And and also, something funny about, something a little lighter and funny that happened was the teacher at the end, Amelie, was like, hey, you can like answer the sheet where there's different questions about your kid, you can answer them. Well, you had to answer them. And there were like specific questions that, for example, my parents would know because when my brother's studying, like, they're next to him. And it's questions like, and my brother, you know, kids at like around 11 years old, they don't really like school. They prefer watching the TV, hanging out with friends. And for my brother, he loves soccer, so like he prefers to play soccer. Let me read you some of my answers. Oh my god. What's the behavior of your child towards school? He loves to learn new stuff. He is always happy to be in class. What the hell? That's the total opposite of my brother. Why am I lying so bad? I'm not even trying to cover it. Second question. Approximately, how much time does he study and do his homework every day? About 1 hour per day. Per day! For a child! I'm stupid sometimes. When you're... what's his strengths and weaknesses? He's always ready to learn new stuff. I didn't even write weaknesses! What do you mean? I'm fucking loyal to my brother? You think I'm gonna expose him like that, Emily? My brother is perfect in my eyes. Eesh. I'm not gonna throw him under the bus like that. Like, what do you mean? I'm his older sister. I'm the eldest sibling. Like, I'm always rooting for them, so I'm not gonna give him weaknesses like that. He's my little brother boy. What is his favorite subject in school? He loves math and English. What the hell? I never saw him opening a math book or an English book. What am I saying? And the thing is, my brother is the type of kid who's, sometimes he like makes a little joke in a class. Like, he's the type of kid that teacher will remember throughout the years. And in a good way, I think. I hope. He's not a mean kid, So the fact that I said answers as if he's like the nicest, sweetest, respectful little kid, smartest, who's like loves school, eat school. Poor brother. I bet the teacher was reading the sheet of paper and she's like, she doesn't know shit, man. His mom doesn't know shit because she probably thought I was his mom. No. Oh my god. So that was a little anecdote that I thought was really funny. I hope you liked today's episode. For those wondering, no, I didn't have to go to the bathroom to drop a number 2. I'm strong. I hope you liked today's podcast. I talked for 45 minutes. I'm proud of myself. I'm getting better and better at this job. Ooh, job? Ooh. Maybe that's the job. Maybe that's the job that I was searching for. I just need some money to come through. But you know what? Every great thing takes time. Bar. I'm so fantastic and hot and sexy. Oh my god, I'm gonna again drink water. I hope you appreciated and liked and loved this podcast episode. I hope for the following week you have a great night of sleep. I hope that every time you'd see a bird, you'd gain $5 in your bank account. I hope that your pumpkin chai, if you go to Starbucks and order a pumpkin chai latte, that it will be always bomb AF, and that it will always be miraculously cheaper than the last time, even though it's the same order and the same size. And the barista is just like, oh my god, she like is so radiant and angelic, like I'll give her a discount. I hope that when you go to fill your gas, a guy will find you so attractive and be like, oh my god, I can fill up your tank. I hope that you'll never get any viruses on your computer. I hope that you'll always have the perfect picture for the golden hour. And finally, I hope that you'll never get paper cuts. On this note, I love you so much. Sleep well. Take care. Au revoir.